Hello, fellow followers. Welcome back to FanZcene. Greg here, and today I have for you are video stores making a comeback. If you guys are new to the channel, or if you've watched my channel multiple times and are subscribers here, appreciate you guys. I absolutely love the video store. I've made multiple videos on it. I've done a documentary on it. It's something I grew up on, and when I say the video store, I don't necessarily just mean like the mom and pop video rental stores or Blockbuster or Hollywood Video. I also mean video stores like when we were growing up, people like me who collect physical media and got into it. It wasn't just about the video rental stores, which we absolutely loved, and that was really got us into it, but we also had stores where we could buy. They were stores just specifically designed to sell you VHSs, eventually DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff like that. We grew up on that, and ourselves, I think, one of the reasons so many of us collect physical media and love it, enjoy it outside of enjoying, because I buy what I buy so I can rewatch it. I love the art form of movies and entertainment. I love what I watch, but also because we want to create our own little video stores in our houses and stuff. I think that's why so many of us collect. And I've noticed here lately that there's a couple video stores in the veins of sort of video stores slash rental stores as well popping up, and it feels like there might be a little bit of resurgence if these things can catch on. So what inspired this video is I saw this story about Night Owl Video, which opened up in New York City, just opened up, and the words they had to say were just very inspirational. So check this out.
My name is Aaron Hamill. I'm the co-founder of Night Owl Video.
My name is Jess Mills, and I'm also a co-founder of Night Owl Video, and today is our opening here at 288 Grand Street in Williamsburg. We're super excited to have our Night Owl Video store available to the public for film fanatics. What are you most excited about, Aaron?
I'm most excited to see the smiling faces of film fanatics from all over the city coming into the store.
We want this to be a place where you can come in and, unlike an algorithm that chooses your content for you, you can browse the stores like you did back in the day, talk to local film community members and get some advice on what movies to watch, as well as come and talk to us about maybe some hidden gems we have hidden. All formats are available, new releases and used, VHS, Laserdisc, you name it, we got it. If it's movie related, we want you to come in and have a check it out.
Come and check it out. We got some really great stuff, some hidden gems, and if you need an opinion on what movies are good, I've got them.
That warms your heart to hear. I absolutely love hearing that. And from what I understand with Night Owl Video, which I love that they talked about, the algorithm, so no algorithm can push stuff on you, is like, I've talked about that here on my channel as well too. So like, trust your human algorithm, not some computer algorithm. But what I also like hearing about, what I heard about them, is that they also want to get into renting movies as well, which is what I was talking about, because right now they're just selling like VHS, 4Ks, Blu-rays, DVDs, Laserdisc, all that cool stuff, books and stuff like that. But they also want to get into renting stuff out to people, and also they want to be able to sell like players. So many people talk about players. They want to sell like the new Blu-rays, 4K players and stuff like that, or DVDs and VHS players and stuff. They want to become this place where people can come together. And I've noticed that it's not just like people like me who grew up on all these that are getting into all this. It's also the younger generation. I know it may seem like it's so few and far between and everything when we hear about the younger generation, but there's a lot of people out there in the younger generation who grew up on digital only, who are starting to turn to physical media. There's something about it, and that warms my heart as well too. And now it's not every young person out there, right? It's not every young person out there, but it's happening. And I love that the Night Owl Video is starting this up and building this out. And also, I want to talk to you a little bit about a place as well called Static Tape Video in Michigan. I became aware of them through a video I found on YouTube, from a news station up there that, did a little piece on them. So here's a little bit of that piece.
It used to be a common destination, the video store.
So I remember the Blockbusters and Family Videos and Hollywoods.
Packed with new releases, kids' classic, and the occasional obscure title, they were excitement personified on a Friday night.
There's just a magic to it.
You could find VHS tapes everywhere, and then in the early 2000s, the industry started moving away from analog.
I was born in '96, so I grew up right at the very as the transition was happening.
Harrison Lang opened Spin City Static Tape inside Muskegon's Lakes Mall about 4.5 years ago.
Of course, got a lot of flack for, from friends and family being like, well, there's Netflix, there's this, there's more streaming services coming.
Despite the pushback around him, Harrison felt there was an underserved population that wanted to harken back to an age of physical media.
I used that clip in a video I did called "The Rising Tide of Physical Media" a while back. It did really well, and so Harrison Langner, which I've become friends with on all the socials and stuff, and Static as well. He actually grew so big, his store grew so big in the mall that he was in, that they moved to a bigger place in the mall, and it's just an absolutely beautiful thing to see, because he's still selling movies, he's still selling Blu-rays and 4Ks, VHSs, records, shirts, and all kinds of new things. And he's just like, it's like his store is getting bigger, and he himself wants to as we saw there, wants to make it feel like the video store again, where you can peruse the aisles, and when you're coming out on a Friday or Saturday night as well, looking through these stores, looking through these aisles of videos and everything, to find something to watch, to buy. And whether we like it or not, this is all predicated on a little bit of nostalgia, whether you like nostalgia or not. But so many of us love the movies we love the collections we have, and the physical media we have, because we have a nostalgic collection to them. We are nostalgic for that. Not everybody that collects physical media, because I know there's people who are going to be watching this like, I don't collect or buy because of nostalgia. I collect or buy because I want it. But there is a bit of a nostalgia to it. There is a bit of a love to it that we have from these video stores and everything growing up like that. And it's so cool to see that Harrison's store has taken off. And, he even just did, a tape day, videotape day, VHS day. I can't remember the name of it quite, but, he had Linnea Quigley there. He had Mark Price from Trick or Treat there and stuff. So that was really cool to see how it's taken off. And, that's something that we need to be seeing with these stores is, it's so much more than just, we connect with these movies, right? It's not just nostalgia. It's nostalgia. It's a connection. It's a love for these movies. It's a love for this physical format. It's a love for the people that are in these movies that we grew up on. And that's so cool to see that they're doing stuff like that as well. And then finally, I want to bring to you guys' attention, who was also in the news recently, the straight-to-video 80s video shop in Alfreton over in the UK, which I've actually had the owners here on my channel. I'm friends with them. I've had them on my channel. They were in my documentary, Why We Love the Video Store. So here's a segment of them from my documentary, Why We Love the Video Store.
So what's it like owning a video store in today's day and age? I think it's seeing people coming through the door, because it's not the most wise business plan in the world.
No, I wouldn't say so, mate.
But the rewards from it is seeing people's reaction is what we set out to do, is to recreate something from the past, bring back memories which people had forgot about. And everyone's got the same story.
Yeah. That trip, isn't it? Going in and seeing it and having that nostalgia buzz, which everyone loves.
Yeah.
And
So
it was a big
you're on the
thing.
same page as everybody once they walk in.
Yeah, hopefully. I walk in and go, oh, a crapping video shop. Everyone loves it. Everyone loved it. If you didn't, then why? But yeah, as far as running one, it's a bit out there. It's a bit like, I don't know, starting up them chocolate cigarettes again, selling them. It's one of, but like, it's brilliant. To be fair, I'm not sure. So as you say, the business plan.
No. Not the wisest.
No. Everything's from Primark. Well, no, I don't.
It's lots of fun.
Yeah, it's loads of fun. Which is the richness in it. That's a reward, and we do all right with it. To be fair, don't we?
It's fine.
It's not
It's
like
great. We've got too many ideas.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we've got loads of ideas, and it's going to be more than a video store, isn't it?
A video store and more. We're coming up with all the catchphrases
Yeah.
today.
You got a Brucey bonus in there.
I got to tell you, them guys are some of the coolest guys. They're so cool. I love what they're doing and everything. And it's interesting, that clip comes from my documentary, I said, from a few years ago. And since then, they have grown huge. They've actually even made their own movie that they filmed in the video store called One Night Rental. And if you've not seen One Night Rental, if you can find a way to get a hold of it, get a hold of it. It's a great little indie movie with starring them, directed by them and starring them. And it's an incredible movie. I love the movie. It's a great movie. And also, they were featured in an article recently as well, too, about what they're doing with their video store. And so check this out.
Well, I'm Rob Lane, and with my good friend Chris Annable, we both run Straight to Video, the 80s video shop in Alfreton. Growing up in the 80s, both me and Chris, we wanted to recreate that whole vibe and feeling you got when you went to the video shop on like Friday nights and Saturday nights to pick out a film. You never knew what you was going to get, just scouring the shelves. Who knew what you was going to come back with? So we wanted to recreate that feeling for people, which I think is what we've managed to do. And well, not only is it a trip back in time for people to the childhoods or the teenage years, so they can browse the shelves, pick out films, take photos with the films, and we've also got an 80s bedroom, which recreates the old school 80s bedroom with the bed covers and old posters and things like that. We've also got a cinema room, which people can hire out for birthday parties to show a film which they've perhaps never seen on the big screen, hang out and have some fun. And yeah, just a whole step back in time, really. The videos on the shelves are just to bring back memories for people, but we have a whole merchandise section. We have a selection of tapes that are for sale, loads of t-shirts and loads of cool stuff which you perhaps wouldn't get anywhere else. Everybody has the same story. They remember times of going to the video shop with a mum or dad on a Friday night, and I never get tired of hearing those stories. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, as long as people get that feeling, it's mission accomplished as far as I'm concerned. We like to try and do cool stuff for the area as well, not just for fans of nostalgia, but for the Alfreton area. So we're bringing in special guests, people from Star Wars. We've had Mike Quinn, who played Nine Num in Return of the Jedi, and loads of Jim Henson things. And in the coming months, we've got Cobra, an OG gladiator from the 1990s series. He's coming to visit us, and we've got Hollywood actor Charlie Slaughter coming in May. Charlie was in The Delinquents with Kylie Minogue, and he was the voice of E.T. in the recent holiday reunion commercial. So he's done some really cool stuff. So yeah, just trying to bring different things to the area.
I love it. I got to tell you, I love it. I love it. I love that feeling. I love that there's so many people out there. Now, their video shop is a little more predicated on VHS. I know not everybody loves VHS. That's okay if you don't love VHS. I mean, yes, Blu-ray and 4K. That's the top. I get it. But I love the fact that they themselves understand that feeling and stuff and have made that, and how successful they've gotten with that, and how they themselves, wanted to give you that experience of the video store, the video rental store, and they have merchandise and everything. And I love that they've succeeded so much as well too. And I couldn't have done this video here without mentioning them. They may not be like Static Tape. They may not be like Night Owl, which are selling the Blu-rays and the 4Ks and stuff like that. But they are part of this resurgence, I feel, of the video store in general. I do feel like this is happening. And I've always said, I think video stores can work. And you got to do them in ways like this. You got to do ways where not only are you selling the physical media of all formats, because not everybody will want a Blu-ray or 4K. Some people do want the VHS. Some people want the DVD, and physical media is no longer mainstream. And I absolutely love that it's no longer mainstream, because it's giving me that nerd feeling, nerd culture that I used to love so much, and I love seeing these pop up. I do think we need more of these to pop up, not just in like cities, but in like rural areas. I think rural areas, they would succeed as well. And I think there's places for them, and you got to make them like these, like they are making them. You got to hold special events. You got to hold, maybe celebrities from the movies that we love, because people buying physical media, like I said, we have a nostalgic feel to them. We ourselves are connected to these movies and the formats of physical medias that we love in a way that the mainstream isn't. So, to play off this, it's so cool to see that like they're holding events and theatrical viewings and celebrities showing up from like the 80s and 90s and stuff that we loved. I think that's something that's, people are gravitating toward, and it's something that the younger generation who's never experienced digital can gravitate toward too, as well as a little bit. But I personally think, this is a burgeoning thing. They could possibly be making a comeback. I know there are some out there already. I know like we have like certain like stores that are online that also have like, I know Vinegar Syndrome, I think, has a store up in Canada. I think TerraVision has a bit of a store opened up. I know Orbit DVD still exists down in I want to say North Carolina, Orbit DVD, because not only are they an online store, but they have their own store. So like stores like this exist, but I feel like they're starting to pop off and make a name for themselves. I think they're coming back a little bit, because especially when there's no more physical media in big box stores, which, let's be honest here, a lot of those stores like Walmart, Target and stuff, they didn't always have the best selection, but it was nice to have a selection there and more aisles than we have today. And if we can get places like this to open up and give us our physical media and have a good time, and maybe a little reminiscence, nostalgic reminiscence, is awesome. But at the end of the day, regardless, at the end of the day, it's your love and your love for physical media and what you enjoy that really truly matters. Yes, don't let anybody ever tell you physical media is obsolete, is dead, or dying. It's still going to be around. It's still a billion-dollar industry. It's still being sold. There's still people out there making stores and making movies and making Blu-rays and making 4Ks and making VHSs. You know, it's a love of and a passion, and it's a niche audience. It is no longer mainstream, and that is okay. It's all about what you love and what you can enjoy. And I absolutely love physical media. I'm never going to stop buying physical media. You're never going to convince me it's dead or dying. Even if all media becomes digital and streaming, you'll never convince me it's dead or dying, because it's still out there. I can still get my hands on it, and I can still buy it. And there's still people out there like Static Take, like Night Owl, like 80s Video Shop, and TerraVision and Orbit and Diabolic and the stuff that will still be selling it. So at the end of the day, I absolutely love physical media, and I want to know your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. And if you liked what you saw here, maybe consider hitting that like button or subscribing, hitting that bell for notification. That would be awesome if I earn your guys' subscriptions. Possibly share the video out for everybody to see, or join and become a channel member, because that would help out my channel immensely. Thank you, and shout out to all my channel members. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys for being channel members here and for all of your support. And to everybody watching, whether you liked me, hated me, or liked this video or hated this video, I thank you for sticking this long. Wherever you all are, please have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Always support physical media, because it really, truly is the superior format now more than ever. Godspeed.